Hello, this is my Diamond Heist Vault Keycards the Easy Way video. Specifically, I'm going to be talking about breaking into the prison because the other ones are relatively straightforward. I can't see that anyone really needs help with them, but this one can be a bit of a pain. You'll notice I'm doing this for a friend. I'm sat outside in my Savage waiting for him to start it. Luckily this time he gets the one I've been trying to record because I gave up on my own. I've tried so many times, kept on getting the wrong mission for this because it is random. There is no set thing as to whether it's, you know, you go in stealth or whatever. This is just a random one. Anyway, so I'm in a Savage. You could be using any helicopter, but the larger helicopter is going to help. So the Savage, the Hunter, or even the Akula, although you will see in a bit, if you land wrong and don't sort of, well, I'll explain it when we get there, but the Akula could take some damage. So here you'll see we'll land, we're doing this landing in front of it wrong. What you should be doing is landing a couple of cars or one car in front so that the NPC vehicle stops. If you land directly in front of it like that, it will just smash into and it won't stop for you. So we just get back in, although Yuri is going to use this opportunity to take out the second guy in the bus, the prison guard. And then as we fly past it, he gets a good shot on the driver, so we don't have to land in front of it, but otherwise we would have flown forward. You can see here the NPC cars are stopping for us, and that would have stopped the bus, but we don't actually do that precisely here. So having either stopped with a couple of cars to in front or just killing the bus driver, like we do in a moment. Don't quite get in there, now we do. Yeah, you have to get into the bus before you blow it up. But yeah, you don't want to take the bus, it takes ages, especially if you're unlucky enough to get this one spawning all the way down in the bottom of the map like this. Just like to take this opportunity to thank Yuri for helping me with this. He's also on YouTube. He's known as Spideyjiri. His videos are lots of sort of glitch ones and that, and also some tutorials. Yeah, as you see, now we come out, we've got our uniforms on ready to go. So now we just blow up the bus, and then we'll call in. We use a terabyte. You could call in, well, any sort of large vehicle that would do it. You can actually stand on the roof for. I mean, if you really don't know what you own, but. Yeah, the terabyte's probably the best one because it's a solid vehicle, whereas if you call in, say, the MOC, that's articulated or semi, wherever you're from. When you do what we do to it, you're probably going to flip the thing out. But anyway, I'll talk about that when we get to it. So having blown up the bus, you then fly to the prison, or close to the prison rather. You don't want to fly to the actual prison because you'll alert the guards, get the cops on you, and then the whole process is going to be 10 times more difficult. Once you get past, well, at least this is the area we like to do it. Once you get past the ranch, spawning your terabyte, I can't spawn in mine because I'm in Yuri's thing, but Yuri's going to do it for us. And yeah. Once you've got through there, it normally would spawn for us, we get it on the dirt track. This time it spawns on the, I don't know, lay-by, whatever you want to call that, the little truck stop on the side there. If you don't happen to own any of these vehicles, that like large trucks and that, you want something at least as high as a box wheel, then you may have to just fly around on the freeway and try and find one that way. But don't go too close to the prison so it triggers it, because obviously if you're in a flying vehicle and you're anywhere near the prison, you just alert them straight away. And they both fight over who's going to drive it. Anyway. As you saw, once we got not even that close to it, it triggered to say where you were going. So if I'm going to just, instead of saying large vehicle all the time, I'm going to just say terabyte. Yes, if you take your terabyte and just park it up next to the fence, smashed into a rock there, but anyway, it worked out well. I mean, the emergency stopped for us. Yeah, reverse up to the fence here like this, so you get as close as you possibly can. Get your up and atomizer, if I can say it, out, climb on top of the roof, and then atomize yourself over there, sort of rocket jump style. Use your melee weapon, which I generally go for the stone axe because of the ability it gives you. Well, they don't really need it on this one. Come in here, take him out quietly, take off the gun, and then you'll see it takes me a few attempts, but you jump out of here and try and land back onto your terabyte, and then that will hopefully break your fall enough, because if it goes wrong, you die. You see here that the first time I try it, I just die and then spawn back in the prison. But again, just climb up here, jump over the side, and there's a good chance that if you can land on the vehicle, you'll survive. As you see, I do survive on the second attempt, but then I don't because I fall off it. But yeah, so if you don't survive, you then can normally spawn outside the prison. I'm just unfortunate on the first attempt. So once you've either spawned outside or jumped onto the truck, just got to collect the key cards if you're having to respawn, get back in your vehicle, get out of here. Don't get anything that flies, because you're going to trigger the police and you've got to lose them before the mission will finish. Hopefully you found this useful. If you have, please like, comment, subscribe, all those stuff. The comment, it's always nice to hear some feedback on how I'm doing, so be good if you do. Thanks for watching.